Today, Todoist has had a very big update, and in this episode I'm going to show you these new features. Hello and welcome to another episode of my Working with Todoist series. My name is Pullein and today it is what I would like to call Todoist Day, because today we have finally got our hands on the non-beta version of Todoist Foundations, and wow, what an update this is. It's as if Todoist have been listening to us and have added a lot of the features that I've heard many people asking for, and in this episode I'm going to quickly run through all the new features that I found in this big update from Todoist. Now over the next few weeks I will cover these parts individually so that I can explain how to get the best out of these new features. And for this episode today I just want to run through all the new features that I've discovered and some of the ones that maybe you haven't already aware of. Now if you haven't already hit your update in your app store, then hit the update. I'm sure you'll find the new Todoist is there, ready and waiting for you. So without further ado, let me take you into my Todoist, well, my demo account, and I will show you all the new features in Todoist Foundations. Okay, so welcome to the new Todoist Foundations, which is launching right now. So you should find this in your app updates of choice. So let's cover some of the things that are going on with Foundations, what's new in Foundations. The first thing you're going to notice is these icons in the top left. They've been colorized and they do look rather special. And one of the things I really do like about Todoist, and this is something that they've been working on for a while now, is the actual today date will change with the right date. So I'm recording this on the 18th of October and it's coming up as the 18th. Now if I was recording this on the 22nd, which is today, this would be showing 22. So there's something that, but this has been part of actually the previous version of Todoist, but it's something that I've never mentioned before, so I thought I would mention that. Okay, let's move into the project view that we have here. And one of the first things that we have is we have sections. Now, if you move down here, you'll see that you can actually add a section. Now, what this is doing is replacing what we called the non-completable task. So you're able to do this before using the non-completable task, but now Todoist has added an extra version. So what I can do is I can create a new one here. So step 2 of project, that says, and now I can add the section. What I can do now is I can just drag and drop tasks down to here. So they can be just dragged and dropped into there. Now, the only difference, and this is something that I found which maybe Todoist might bring back, they may not, but if you complete a task now, it's going to disappear. So if I complete the task, they disappear. What you can do though is go into here and you can actually look for hang on, I don't want to archive that. So that's not really very useful if you're doing that, and it's like looking for show completed tasks. So I can do that and then I can tap on that and it will show them back. So you can go into the project view here and click on well, at the moment it's so I can hide. So it's hiding the task that I've completed. But if you go into the 3 dots there and go down to the bottom, show completed tasks, you'll need to show that and then tap on again and it will show the task. Now this doesn't show up all the time, but it is one way that you can actually set that up. Next thing I want to show you is this new function, which is called the task view. Now you can go into here and we can actually add in a few things. So you can actually go from here, you can actually schedule it. So I can schedule it for today. I can add my labels, must do today. I can flag it, so I can add the flags, priority 1, priority 2. I can add an alarm and I can add all sorts of things. I can also show completed subtasks. So if we add a few subtasks, so explain the colors. Oh, this is going to be silly, but you can see what I'm doing here. Explain the colors, talk about the date in today. Label, and I just click off that. So what will happen is, though, in here you'll see that if I click out of that now, these have actually come up underneath this section here. All I need to do, though, is go to my information, and it will show everything that I want here. Now, again, if I tap these and come out, they are now showing completed, and they disappear. So what you would need to do is go into here, show completed tasks, and you can actually hit that button there, and it will show you the tasks that you've completed. So don't panic. You do have a few extra buttons to press if you need to show that, but that's something that you will get used to. Don't worry. It's not such a big change. Now what I want to do is I want to go into the mobile app, and I will show you some of the new features in the mobile app. Right, so here we are in my Tickler file, in my real account on my phone using Todoist Foundations. Now the first thing is if we add a new task, you'll see that there is something different here. It's made it a little bit easier for us to add tasks. So this is a sample task. Forgive me, I'm feeling very, I don't have much creativity today, and I can add a date by simply tapping on that, and I can do that tomorrow, and it's in the tickler, and I can add labels just by hitting that, and I can scan through my labels. So I will let's just hit computer, and I can add a quick note directly straight from there and tap done. So that's one way of adding the task. So this is a sample, and it's done. Now the other thing that you can do is they have this dynamic add button. So let's say that this was an actual project and I was just adding tasks directly to projects. What I can do is tap on this and hold and just move it, say, to there, and then this is another task, and add. And what you'll see is that's now been added into the middle of this list. So this is what's called the dynamic add button. And you can do that in any of your projects. Now, this doesn't work in your inbox because your inbox hasn't been processed yet, but this does work in any project view. You can add things in there. Now, the other thing that I want to show you, but I don't actually have any shared projects, is if you go into labels. Now, in your labels down at the bottom, if you were sharing any projects with people, you often found that they would get their labels added into your labels, which could be quite annoying if you wanted to keep your labels organized. Now, for those of you sharing projects with Todoist Foundations, what you'll find is the new Foundations version will actually have a separate section for labels that are in collaboration projects. So you can actually avoid having problems with that coming up into your labels list. Now, all these things are part of a long-term commitment by Todoist, to be honest. They are wanting to improve their overall Todoist, and there's a lot more stuff coming. Now, according to the release notes, this is setting the foundations for a Kanban style board and calendar view, which will make things fantastic over the next few months. Now, we don't know when that's coming, but we know that that's coming. The other thing that you'll notice is that when you're using this, although it's hardly perceptible, I have noticed that it is that little bit quicker, which is fantastic because speed is always good, because the faster you can collect, the faster you can organize. It means you're spending less time in your to-do list and more time doing the work. So there you go. There's just an overview of some of the new features that are coming up in Todoist Foundations. They may take a little bit of getting used to. The sections version is something new, but it's something that I'm sure we can all get a lot of use from, and I'm sure we'll have a lot of fun learning. Please, if you have any new features that you've discovered that I may have missed in this episode, then please add them in the comments and I will add it in future episodes. Just remains for me now to wish you all a very, very productive week.
Thank you for watching this video. Now, if you want to take your productivity to a higher level, then get yourself enrolled in my 2019 edition of Your Digital Life 2.0 online. It is a complete, comprehensive productivity and time management course, and it's a course that will take you to levels of productivity you have only ever dreamt of before. It shows you how to build your very own C.O.D system, collect, organize and do. It shows you how to create the folder structure, how to build into your goals, into your daily to-do list. It has everything. And not only that, you will get a free copy of Your Digital Life 2.0, the book. You also get a free workbook and you get access to all the slides that are used in the course. It is incredible value. I want to see you in that course. If you are serious about becoming productivity, then please join me in Your Digital Life 2.0, the 2019 edition. Thank you very much for watching this video.